how are you?
I'm really good, thank you. I've got a delicious green juice.
Ooh, nice. Is it the breakfast time right there, right?
It is, yeah. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. So very
Okay.
early for me as a
So,
music.
so how's the quarantine going?
Huh?
How's the quarantine going on?
Um, you know what? I feel really guilty saying it because
What?
coronavirus has obviously been an awful thing for the entire world, but
Right.
I had quite a nice quarantine. I went back to my parents' house and I hadn't had a really long time off like that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Making my album and touring and stuff. It's been, a long 2 years, and I was
Yeah.
due to just keep working for a little while longer. And it's been really, really lovely to go back to my parents' house where I grew up, be in the countryside with some fresh air and just relax, recalibrate, reset my brain. And I've been writing songs. It's not been the worst time of my life, I'll say that.
Okay. So it's still enjoyable to do some quarantine, yeah?
Yeah, also, I'm very isolated generally as a person. I spend a lot of time on my own.
Right.
I go to the gym on my own, I go to the studio on my own, I play golf on my own,
Okay.
and I enjoy my own company. So, it really wasn't that tricky for me to be isolated.
So you're kind of like introverted first person, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You're like a introverted person that you spend time much for yourself.
I'm either or. I'm introverted extrovert, so I can either be very insular or I can be very outgoing, but it's very rarely in the middle.
Okay, so Bruno, last time you've been in Indonesia, you've played to one of our biggest festival here, Java Jazz. Let's reminiscing a bit. How was the performances for you?
Honestly, and I'm not just saying this, but that was one of my favorite shows I've ever done. It was a really, really special. Well, there was 2 nights, but it ended up being the last show. Before the lockdown.
Because
So
after that, like the hurricane coming, right?
I remember it even more fondly now because I haven't done any shows for ages. But it was really special. We had 4,000 people in that room,
Right.
over each night, and when they opened the gates, they all came running and screaming, and they were all singing the words. And I remember performing really well. I feed off the energy of.
Yep.
That sounds so like Bondville, and I feed off the energy. But I really do. When a crowd has warmth and energy and love towards me, I find it very easy to share and give it right back. So yeah, very special show for me.
Yeah, I saw your performance and it was so great. The people is enjoying the set list that you perform. It's so nice.
Thank you
So
very much.
anyway, congratulations on your new album, which released on June 5th, To Let the Good Thing Die. I know it's also the name of one of the tracks. But is there any like specific reason though to name your album To Let the Good Thing Die? Because I personally felt like it's like a desperate thing.
It has 2 reasons. Firstly, it refers to the relationship that I was going through at the time of the album, which ended even though we still loved each other, and it was because of living in different places and me always being touring and stuff, and it was something that we didn't want to end, but it had to end. So it was a life lesson. It was learning that all good things come to an end. Everything comes to an end. Life itself is fleeting and ephemeral, and at one point we accept that it will end. The second one is it refers to a creative arc. I think it started before I did my first album, A Song for Every Moon, and it really feels like this album is a continuation and an extension of that creative arc, and it feels like this album is the bookend, the finishing of the complete idea. So album 3 will be different. I don't know what it's going to be like.
Nice. Cool. I mean, like, I don't even imagine about the reason you name your album To Let the Good Thing Die as deep as that. But yeah, that's a great reason to name your album, because I know that like there are 10 tracks in it, which I find, in my personal opinion, it's really soothing and warm at the same time, in a way that you could make me feel the warmth while I'm listening to it. It's probably the randomest question, but I have to ask this to you. How did you do that? I mean, how do you transfer the warmth through your music?
I think it comes from the intention of wanting to make music that is honest and comes from deep in my soul. And I don't, I've never made music to go on a radio station or be a single or to be a certain tempo or to be loud. And, I do think like a lot of music does get made for those reasons now. Especially in the major label system, they're so desperate to have a big hit or go on the radio or have a dance song, or it has to be up tempo, it has to be shiny, it has to be cool. Everyone's trying so hard to make music that is cool.
Yeah,
I'm not cool. I've never been cool. Like, I'm never gonna be cool, and that's the way it is, and I'm okay with it. But the music that I make is the reflection of me, and I'm probably just like quite a nice person, and I love the idea that my music brings people comfort, and it eases their anxiety. And before I was an artist, I considered becoming a musical therapist, which is using music in a therapy situation. And now I feel like, in my own weird way, I've kind of my music kind of does that for some people, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so the therapeutic thing that you put in your song, it's become like more like a goals to other people that listen to your song can feel those therapeutic moments, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes to lyric, I know that I also listen to all of your tracks in the album. When it comes to lyric, it's so deep. How's the inspiration? Where's the inspiration coming from to wrote that lyric?
It comes from everywhere. I have my iPhone and the notepad on it.
Okay.
I'm just constantly writing things down. It's like lines from books or quotes from films, or often it's things that I hear, friends and family say. It's little ideas here and there. It can be the smallest things, or it can be whole paragraphs. And I don't know. It's just like a lodging of ideas, and then every now and then they just formulate and pop out in the form of a song. So yeah, everything and anything.
Cool. Okay, so it comes from everywhere, right? From any kind of situation, circumstances that you feel, that you experience, probably. It's a great thing.
Isn't it?
Okay, cool. So for this album, To Let the Good Thing Die, you already released like 3 songs, if I'm not mistaken. The Also, The Most Beautiful Thing, and also Figment of My Mind. Will there be like another song that you would like to release as a single from this album though?
I don't know. What is a single, man? It's kind of changed now, especially from like me. I'm not a radio artist, so it doesn't really matter. All a single means is I just put it on my Instagram and then it goes. So yeah, I could release any of them as a single if I wanted to, I guess. But I mean, I really love Regent's Park. I'm really proud of that one. So maybe that one. I'd like to shine the light on it at least.
Right. I love that song too, because whenever I heard it, like, okay, this song is a jam for me. So probably the next song will be that song.
All right, just for you.
Okay, so Bruno, at Java Jazz, you've told us like this year you should have been going on tour while promoting the album, but because of the circumstances happening, it looked like the world tour wouldn't be happening soon. What's the plan then for Bruno Major?
Well, I think I'm just gonna make more music, man. I think there's a limitation to online gigging, to streaming a show. I think maybe I'm old-fashioned, but for me, a live show, a concert, a gig experience is intrinsically artist and audience breathing the same air, sharing the same physical space, and engaging in an ephemeral, visceral moment together.
Right.
In it's unrepeatable by its very nature. So it's not the same as watching a film. You can watch a film anytime on Netflix 100 times and it's always the same. If you go to the theater, it's not the same. It's a real experience that's different every time, and that's why it's so special. So I don't want to engage in too many more of those streamings. I'm going to make music because music is designed to be listened to at home on your own, and that can be done in a really beautiful and authentic way. So I'm just going to concentrate on making music. Very long-winded way of answering your question. I'm sorry.
So basically, we're gonna hear a lot of music coming out from Bruno Major in the near future, right?
100%.
Ooh, cool! Can't wait to have another song that reflects you so much in a song. By the way, let's talk about the second single you released, The Most Beautiful Thing. It's the song that you wrote with Phineas, I guess. Will there be like more collaboration between Phineas or another songwriter in the future?
I hope so. It's funny. I mean, since we started working together, Phineas's career has gone crazy.
Right.
I was lucky to get to know him before he blew up so much, because now he's working with everyone in the world. And but yeah, we're mutual fans of each other's music, and I know he loves working with me and I love working with him. We've written a load of songs together, so I can't see any reason why that's going to stop.
Cool. Like for the collaboration in itself, do you think any artist specifically to begin a duet with though?
Eloise.
Okay.
Eloise is my keys player and is a fantastic artist. I've produced her music, and I would love to make an album with her one day. I think we probably will.
Cool. Okay, so next question will be like this probably my last question for today. Is there like any message to your Indonesian fan who like happen to listen to this podcast or watching this video right now?
I would say I'm still mind blown that you exist. I can't believe I'm lucky enough to have fans in Indonesia. I love coming there. My shows there have been some of the most memorable and special shows I've ever performed, and I cannot wait to come back and play my songs for you again. It's going to be really special, and I will do it as soon as I am physically possible. As soon as I am physically able to.